Almost 100 years later, we're still repeating our calls for peace, and our political system is still going to war. How do we get out of this vicious circle? One suggestion is that we stop giving away our decision-making power to political representatives and then protesting. We, the citizens, must take full responsibility of every major political issue through referendum. This means not representative democracy, but direct democracy. Now, how do we start this monumental evolution of democracy? Very simple. You can now poll your initiative or opinion so it can be counted. The results of this poll will become the tool for that social change which most of us want.
Right now, our national defense annual expenses has gone up 20% in the past 4 years. 2005-2006, it was $15 billion. 2008-2009, $18 billion. That's 1/5 of total direct federal program spending is being spent on war in Canada. The conflict in Afghanistan cost Canadian taxpayers so far $18 billion. And the cost that they're not counting, 146 Canadian soldiers, 4 Canadian civilians, and we haven't bothered to keep track of Afghan deaths in a meaningful way. But we can say that between 2006 and 2009, almost 7,000 Afghan civilians have been directly killed by any side of this terrible conflict. That's not counting the indirect deaths. That's shameful. And that's worth more than billions and billions of dollars. In 2009, December, the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives published a report that talks about Canadian military spending. Canada is among the top 15 military spenders in the world. We're the 6th largest spender in NATO, and our expenses have gone up 9.6% in the last fiscal year. That's 20 times the size of the Federal Environment Department spending. The same report talks about the impact of development assistance and other humanitarian aid money that is much better spent than on war. Canada, among other nations, has pledged to achieve 0.7% of gross national income on development assistance, but we're actually only spending 0.29. The international average among other nations is 0.45. It's shameful, we're way behind in this spending. We're at 2/3 of the international average spent on international aid. And this could be spent on preventable deaths in the world. Children, 7 million children have died in the last 10 years from preventable deaths that money could have prevented. I want to talk about the $1 billion that Canada spent on security for the Vancouver Olympics. The $1 billion that we're spending on security on the G8 and G20. There's a whole list of things that money could pay for. And here's just a few of them. That money, that $1 billion, we could spend that over 3 years to improve the health services of women and children in developing countries. That $1 billion would reduce tuition by $1,000 to every student in Canada. It would produce 11,000 new construction jobs. And just 3% of that $1 billion would give all Canadian children nutritious and healthy breakfasts or snacks every day. And in BC, see, that should be of great concern to us here where we have the highest child poverty in the country. That money could be spent to bring seniors out of poverty by increasing the guaranteed income supplement. But here's the double whammy, and I want you to remember this, because while we're against war, we're not against soldiers. The double whammy for all of this money that we're spending on the military, we're not spending on treating returning soldiers from post-traumatic stress disorder. The Department of National Defense and the Canadian Armed Forces does not have appropriate facilities to treat their soldiers that are coming home. And in 2003, a group of more than 25 soldiers initiated a lawsuit against the government on this fact. So, folks, follow the money. Okay.
Vienes quemando la brisa con un sol de primavera para alzar la bandera con la luz de tu sonrisa. Aquí se quedó la clara, la entrañable transparencia de tu querida presencia, comandante Che Guevara. Aquí se quedó la clara, la entrañable transparencia de tu querida presencia, comandante Che Guevara.
So Bill Clinton was in Vancouver a couple weeks ago. Did anyone go out and see him? No? Clinton's currently the UN Special Envoy on Haiti and the co-chair of the Interim Haiti Reconstruction Commission. Now, a few months ago, Clinton admitted that the free trade agriculture policies Clinton admitted that the free trade agriculture policies put in place during his presidency destroyed Haitian agriculture to the benefit of U.S. farmers, including farmers in his home state of Arkansas. This meant that Haiti, which used to have the capacity to feed itself, is now dependent on foreign grain and foreign price fluctuations. The food riots in Haiti in 2008, the chronic hunger and starvation, are a result of Clinton's policies. And those policies make things much more difficult after the January 12th earthquake that killed over 300,000 people and left 1 million homeless. Now, Clinton apologized for all this. He says he feels terrible about it, but he's still the UN Special Envoy on Haiti, and he's still the co-chair of the Interim Haiti Reconstruction Commission, and he's still advocating the same free market policies for Haiti that he enacted during his presidency. Now, I'm here today to say that Canada is a similar friend of Haiti as Clinton. As Gary was saying, in 2004, Canada participated in a coup against Haiti's progressive elected government alongside the U.S. and France. And I hope that's not news for anyone here today, because Haitians, when I was in Haiti a few days before the earthquake, all of them could name Canada alongside the U.S. and France as a country that kidnapped their president. It's Canada who organized Haiti's 2009 elections, which excluded Haiti's most popular political party, Famille Lavalas, and was organizing the elections scheduled for February 28, 2010, that we're going to do the same thing. When I was in Haiti a few days before the earthquake, Haitians were asking me about the comments our ambassador down there, Gilles Rivard, was making on Haitian radio. They were asking me, why is Canada paying for sham elections down here? Why are you guys doing this? And of course, most Canadians don't know that we are. It's not fair. Haitians have to hear about Lawrence Cannon going down to their country, and meanwhile we're ignorant of what Canada's doing down there. And there's also Canada's role before and after the earthquake, training the Haitian police and building prisons.